The TVWAN News is proudly brought to you by
Hello, I'm Jasmine Jack with Wednesday's News. Thanks for joining us. In this edition, fuel rush as prices increase. Minister resigns pending recruitment process probe. And Digicel renews sponsorship of PNG NRLC competition. The Independent Consumer and Competition Commission has announced a huge increase in domestic retail fuel prices effective today. This increase is a direct result of the growing conflict in the Middle East.
The Independent Consumer and Competition Commission attributed the sharp rise to a spike in the prevailing international oil prices throughout March, citing the closure of the Strait of Hormuz as a critical factor contributing to this rise. PNG is heavily reliant on fuel imports, and the disruption in production and logistics has translated directly to higher costs for fuel consumers. This month's fuel prices have increased by 1 kina 70 toya for petrol, 3 kina 32 toya for diesel, and 3 kina 36 toya for kerosene. For all other centers, the ICCC advises that the maximum retail prices for each regulated petroleum product will change, consistent with the changes observed for Port Moresby. Meanwhile, amid growing public concern over fuel availability, the country's main fuel distributor, Puma Energy, has urged citizens not to panic. Puma Energy revealed it has sufficient stock and that current supply levels remain stable and will be managed to ensure continuity of supply. Susan Oreape, TVWAN News.
As the impact of the Middle East conflict hits the fuel pumps today, many Papua New Guineans have expressed successive governments' failure to establish processing plants onshore to process the vast oil and gas resources, leading to the fuel problems being experienced across the country, including fuel rationing and price hikes. Citizens also expressed how the fuel increase will have a rippling effect on ordinary Papua New Guineans as businesses make adjustments to prices of basic goods and services to reflect the increase.
All operating service stations in Port Moresby have been busy over the last few days as demand for fuel consumption increased. Some stations have been closed as they ran out of fuel, but those in service have witnessed overwhelming numbers, something they say they have never experienced in the past.
We have received a lot of vehicles. A lot of vehicles have come in. Our numbers have tripled in the last few days. For example, we received about 24,000 liters of petrol in the morning, and it depleted at 9 p.m. in the evening. So we had to order again. We restocked again. So you see, it's a challenge for small business owners too.
In order to manage the demand, Hohola service station has rationed fuel to 100 kina per vehicle.
Rationing fuel because we are rationing fuel to 50 kina for petrol and 100 kina per vehicle, 100 kina for diesel. Because it will be like that because at the moment our supply is tight. So due to it's tight, and this is to ensure every vehicle gets their share of the fuel. Because most, as you can see, most service stations around Port Moresby is closed.
Following the announcement of the surge in fuel price yesterday, some vehicles came with the intention to fill up their tanks at the March retail price, but were disappointed when they learned that fuel's being rationed.
Now you see, I supposed to fill up my tank, but I'm only restricted 100 kina. So how can I survive this for a week?
And last night, no, sour price per fuel and stuff for kina 39 to 9 bagontalon tomorrow, so we black and refill more cars on all line stuff. Thank you.
Many citizens understood the reason for the fuel increase, accepting this as something beyond the government's control.
Time suppose Iraq na Iran will fight na imigat crisis lo upside lo narpla side lo well. Why government limi not lo working petrol na fuel instead liat na by you me export him out.
This is a consequence of the Trump's bombing of Iran. And this is a consequence has been faced worldwide. Not only in Papua New Guinea that we can blame our government.
However, they also were concerned about how this issue would have been managed better if the country's gas and petroleum products were processed on shore.
Instead of Papua New Guinea, we black fuel stuff, oil stuff. Government should big plateau government should kisimol man sawel working fuel or narbla country come na mibla working fuel instead of Papua New Guinea na salim go outside lo narbla country we all can input in fuel product lo mibla emba mibla napsot.
But the problem that the government has is we have oil here. We produce oil here. But why do we have to beg from the foreigners?
Almost all citizens interviewed expressed their concerns about how the impact will trickle down to ordinary Papua New Guineans, calling for the government to introduce subsidies to help maintain the cost of living. Ruth Rongola, TVWAN News.
As news of the fuel price increase broke yesterday afternoon, motorists rushed to service stations to top up before the new rates take effect today. Long queues formed as drivers scrambled to beat the clock, though many found themselves restricted by sudden fuel rationing. PMV operators have already voiced concerns, outlining the heavy impact on their overheads and highlighted potential measures to cushion the blow.
Situation ups and down go make him now must like some time lily. I know you mix him 200 them by no you mix him kind of some 500 number them by me around one per day. So by me him minus some basem always wear him Foginelo and Stalo Geru Gamlo Gorens. And Tuginelo Waganina Tuginelo Waganina Gamlo Gorens and Tugina. So by me was always maxim Tugina so because fuel if no got them by me passing all bus now, not all bus must have.
All licensed PMV and taxi owners and operators currently providing services must strictly comply with the maximum approved fares, as published by the Independent Consumer and Competition Commission, or ICCC, in National Gazette number G21 of the 9th of January 2026.
The ICCC in a statement says they have already factored in the full cost of compliance with safety and other statutory requirements when setting the fares. Accordingly, the operators are strongly cautioned against exploiting the current shortage of public transport by increasing fares above the approved limits or by failing to complete their designated licensed routes. The police and RTA are currently undertaking random inspections at designated bus stops and on the major roads. ICCC Commissioner and Chief Executive Officer Roy Dagi warned that any operator found to be in breach of any rules and regulations administered by the RTA, police and the ICCC will be heavily penalized. Dagi reiterated that any operator found to be charging above the approved fares is unlawful and may be prosecuted under the Prices Regulation Amendment Act 2025. Offenders may be prosecuted and upon conviction face maximum monetary penalties of up to 10,000 kina for summary offences and up to 30,000 kina for indictable offences. The ICCC further urges all commuters to be aware of the approved fares and report any instances of overcharging or failure by operators to complete their license routes to the ICCC, police and or RTA. Freddie Mo, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape, in an urgent press conference held this afternoon, addressed the nation, reassuring citizens that the government is taking steps to maintain fuel supply across the country. The PNG government has set aside 1 billion kina to help reduce fuel prices in the country, following recent increases caused by the ongoing conflict in the Middle East. Prime Minister Marape made the announcement along with other immediate updates on current issues.
Essentially, many parts of the world, the importation of fuel has gone up by almost 70–80%. Papua New Guinea needs to take step, and government has allocated an envelope of a billion kina envelope to give to pass on to importers of fuel, so that our consumers, whether as a consumer, as a company, industry, or people at the fuel bouncers, whether it's kerosene, petrol, diesel, or jet fuel for our planes and ships, we do not pass on the burden to the consumers. Clear instruction has gone to ICCC. We want to maintain the price of the fuel prices as at March. I know ICCC, based on the readjustments taking place globally, has issued an instruction out that the price is now is increased, pegged against the global price increase. However, Cabinet's intervention now will see ICCC having a relook at the rate, and we want the rate to go back to March 2026 rate, whether it's kerosene, jet fuel, petrol, or diesel. So our government has given a billion kina envelope to assist importers of fuel. The gap that they will, the money they need to buy at international price, they can buy, but the pass on to our consumers is passed on relative to the price of the petroleum products as at March this year.
About 20 defective PNB bus drivers and crew members in NCD and Central were arrested and charged for traffic violations. Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police for NCD Central Command, Benjamin Turi, confirmed that private vehicle owners were also charged for violating traffic rules.
Acting Assistant Commissioner of Police for NCD and Central Command, Benjamin Turi, while speaking to the traffic offenders at the Wagani police station, warned them that playing hide-and-seek with the police had to stop and that those doing business or owning vehicles must adhere to traffic rules. He said the operation will continue with more traffic offenders to be arrested and charged. Defective vehicles that are not roadworthy will be moved to 8 Mile Yard and impounded. While addressing the police officers and RTA officers at Wagani police station, Road Traffic Authority Chief Executive Officer John Avera also handed over the keys to the renovated cell block to National Capital District Metropolitan Superintendent Parik Simatap, who will now start detaining traffic offenders. RTA CEO John Avera thanked the police officers who had been assisting the RTA officers for their support in the last couple of days, during which more than 20 vehicles were impounded. He said the vehicles that were impounded at the police stations will now be taken to the impounding yard where the defective vehicles will be stored. Avera mentioned that the vehicles will remain there for 3 months to give owners time to repair them. If they are not fixed within that period, the RTA will dispose them. Tracy Pa, TVWAN News.
This is TVWAN News. When we come back, Defense Minister steps aside and 12 political parties deregistered.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, BSP's One-Took Wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at BSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Talks, to our family, to the ones we love. BSP's One-Took Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
A true champion is measured by their courage, their determination, and their passion to never give up and to always keep trying. With a delicious Milo and milk taste and added nutrients, Milo and milk is a great way to fuel our little champions with nourishing energy every day. Because true champions give it their all.
Milo, PNG and Mia. Prime PNG made.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Tried to run, so I shot her. Just calm down, please. How can I if we're talking about Christy? Get the boat going!
Where is my daughter? Where is Christy? Where's your wedding ring?
You refuse to give in to our requests. We are going to kill all the hostages.
You're hiding something.
Christy is alive. Mom.
We thought you were dead.
I'm not so confused.
You chose to get married.
My Husband's Wife season premiere Monday, 13th April on TVWAN+.
Welcome back. Minister for Defense Dr. Billy Joseph has announced he is stepping aside following ongoing allegations surrounding recruitment processes within the Papua New Guinea Defense Force. In a press conference this afternoon Dr. Joseph emphasized that recruitment in the PNGDF is a structured and disciplined process conducted solely by the Defense Force, without involvement from the minister, secretary, or civilians.
In a press conference this afternoon, Minister for Defense Dr. Billy Joseph announced that he is stepping aside amid ongoing allegations regarding the recruitment processes within the Papua New Guinea Defense Force. Dr. Joseph reiterated the integrity of the recruitment process, clarifying that it is a structured and disciplined procedure managed exclusively by the Defense Force. He emphasized that he nor the Secretary have any involvement in the recruiting procedure. Dr. Joseph's decision comes in light of the need for transparency and accountability within the Defense Force.
I've been alerted of such an allegation. That video is not verified. The CDF has instigated a review of what those allegations are, and as you're aware, this recruitment is done by the uniform side, so obviously the Defense Minister is not involved in recruitment, which happened through an online platform that we have instituted to allow for a transparent process to happen.
He expressed his commitment to ensuring that the PNG Defense Force operates with the highest standards and that the investigation into the recruitment allegations will proceed without any perceived interference. While stepping aside, Dr. Joseph stated that he would cooperate fully with any inquiries and hopes for a swift resolution to restore confidence in the recruitment processes of the PNG Defense Force.
That's the way we will remedy these issues of overage people and all other allegations that are out there, we just recruit directly from our graduates, from our non-school leavers. So they apply and say, I want to be on the joint defense. And we recruit directly through the in partnership with the Department of Education, online selection platform. So also, once the Australian Defence Force recruitment is on, we can also use the same recruitment.
The minister encouraged all parties involved to adhere to the principles of fairness and professionalism as the investigation unfolds.
Defence Force has a unique place in our country. It has got a unique place and a unique role to play in our country, where its responsibility is to protect the nation and its people. To see on social media and of course in parliament debates and public debates that is going on around the country affecting the morale and the discipline and the standards of the Defence Force is a great concern to many of us who are not only leaders but also the public and the people are concerned about this.
And as a disciplinary force, they have to apply the highest standards in the recruitment process and in their conduct. And with the serious scandal that's just unfolding and it's just gone viral on social media, it raises a lot of questions as to why the Prime Minister has been so quiet about reining in ministers that are implicated in such scandal, and then to just absolutely put them aside to allow an independent inquiry to commence forthwith to confirm or deny whether there's been some impropriety with respect to the whole selection and recruitment process.
Prior to the announcement, the opposition also made an urgent call on him to step aside to protect the integrity of the PNG Defence Force. Freddie Mo, TV1 News.
Prime Minister James Marape will assume the role of Defence Minister following the announcement of Dr. Billy Joseph stepping aside. He has announced an investigation into the defence recruitment process. A high-level three-man inquiry team consisting of Chief Secretary Ivan Pomaleo, the State Solicitor and a senior member of the Australian Defence Force has been appointed to lead the investigation. Additionally, a 7-day notice has been issued to Defence Commander Rear Admiral Philip Polewara and Defence Secretary John Akipe, requiring them to formally explain the recent recruitment failures.
The Defence Minister has stepped aside, and I want to commend him for him taking the bull by the horn, stepping aside from his portfolio. I will now assume full responsibility of our Defence Ministry. He will be Minister without portfolio for some time. Cabinet is going to, are we securing advices as to what to do? It's not just a Defence Minister, but we're looking at the entire total Murray Barracks leadership. We look at the entire total Defence Council leadership. So in that context, tomorrow I'll be announcing to the country once the due advices have come in. We want to have Australian Defence advisor to be part of a three-man high investigation team led by Chief Secretary and to be led by our State Solicitor, assisted by State Solicitor, and Canberra has been asked, a senior defence official from Australian Defence Force to be associated with this to have a look into what has happened in Murray Barracks.
Member for Bulolo Sam Basil Jr. has raised concerns about the rise of alluvial mining activities in his district by foreign companies in partnership with landowners, often without proper consultation with district authorities. He is now calling for immediate meetings with all parties involved, warning that failure to consult authorities could lead to serious consequences.
Member for Bulolo Sembasil's concerns come following the growth of alluvial activities in the district, often involving foreign companies who partner with locals to gain easy access to the sites. He clarified that there is nothing wrong with landowners harvesting gold from their own land for sale. However, he said the environmental damage and potential impact on people's livelihoods a major concern for him as the local member. Speaking to locals from Sambio and Lekwara on Sunday, Basil Jr. urged all the leaseholders and the investors to meet with him to discuss a way forward that benefits all stakeholders.
Mi vice minister lo mining mi tok sa uliga. Mi amak si mining ministry na mi vice minister le. Na so gara man work staff. You leaseholder, you carry on the cycle mandam. Or order investor iga. Me alright, you plug and book. Mi no bisi lo money lo okay. All price and water, you make money na look at the payment na staff. Tapos sindang the community and no staff good. And problem lo mina, mi plug working na mi kanin cycle. So if no leaseholder want to take money lo e plus working staff pasin lo. Mi lagi mo sab. You plug bumi mi plug good na, you plug singot mi. Bilangin mo ko da cycle blibla, bilangin bibla ko da leaseholders, ipla bung one them, na ipla kan good looking milo aus lo zinek. Emorata, na bay min buki mo na tokla.
Basil said he raised the issue after learning that unregulated alluvial mining had caused environmental damage, with proper processes not being followed. As a result, some residents who do not hold mining leases but live along rivers have had their properties washed away or placed at risk due to river diversions. He is now demanding an urgent meeting with all stakeholders involved in the mining activities and warned that failure to respond to the call would result in the matter being formally reported to the Mineral Resource Authority. Michael Tamtipais, TV1 News.
In preparation for the 2027 national general elections, the Integrity of Political Parties and Candidates Commission is cleaning the party registry to ensure genuine parties are strengthened to participate in the upcoming elections. This has now seen the deregistration of 12 political parties for non-compliance. This now reduces the number of political parties from 56 to 44.
Most of these parties are single-member parties who have breached Sections 24, 25, 28 and 88 of the Organic Law on Integrity of Political Parties and Candidates. These provisions of the Organic Law outlines the required membership of each registered political party, the functioning executive structure of the party, updated financial membership lists, party constitutions and updated party policies, and the submission of annual financial returns. The 12 deregistered parties did not meet these requirements, leading to their deregistration. According to POC, these parties were reminded many times to show cause, but have failed to do so.
The Registry of Political Parties as an administrative arm have been working with political parties. We have given opportunities for political parties to come and see us in the office so we can address the issues they are facing. Out of the 32 political parties that we have given notice of intention to deregister. We have almost half of the 32 political parties that have given notice have not complied.
The parties included People's Resource Awareness Party, Transformation PNG Party, and Paradise Kingdom Party, among others. POC said this is part of the registry's efforts to strengthen political parties to ensure they operate within the laws and not remain stagnant.
You see, many of the political parties that we have, they go to sleep just right after elections. And that is not what a political institution should do. Okay, the Organic Law is very clear. Political parties continue to do the work. Of course, the candidates who will contest elections are restricted by the law of early campaigning or campaigning outside of the campaign period. But political parties are institutions. Their activities continue.
These parties will not be eligible to participate in the 2027 national general elections until the next term, when they can re-register to be recognized. Ruth Rongola, TV1 News.
And now the finance news. The kina closed lower at $0.2313 US in the interbank market. At Bank South Pacific, our kina was buying $0.2238 US, $0.3148 Australian dollars, $0.1841 euro, and 35.36 Japanese yen. Looking at commodity prices at New York close, gold and palm oil closed higher. Coffee, cocoa, and crude oil closed lower, and copper closed the day unchanged. And on the stock market, the Dow Jones closed lower, ASX closed higher, and all ordinaries closed higher as well. Silk Road Arc arrives and IFM system rollout in Southern Highlands Province. We'll have those stories and more when we come back.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
The PNG LNG project has now generated more than 30 billion kina for Papua New Guinea since production commenced. Nearly half of this amount has been paid as tax. Equity distributions are paid to KPHL and MRDC based on the interest they hold. Tax is paid to the IRC, while development levies and royalties are paid to DPE.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
Use Savetu Wholesome Condom and Wambla way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Ready for the world, so is your TISA Visa card. Visa keeps you moving wherever you go, Papua New Guinea or abroad. Seamlessly pay for travel, dining, online shopping. Easily access your funds and instantly track your expenses. Every tap comes with security, trust, and peace of mind. Unlock the world of possibilities. And it all starts with the new TISA Visa card.
Can you believe it?
You're good to go. Hold it,
Hot Rod Garage starts tonight 9:30 on Turbo.
Spine-tingling atmosphere here. One of the greatest origin matches we've ever seen.
Thanks for staying with us. China's hospital ship Silk Road Arc arrived in Port Moresby this morning, docking at T Wharf, where it will remain for a week, providing free medical treatment to members of the public in Port Moresby. The Silk Road Arc features 14 clinical departments and 7 auxiliary diagnostic units capable of performing over 60 types of medical procedures spanning general surgery and more. An onboard helicopter enhances its emergency medical rescue capabilities. This morning saw the welcoming of China's hospital ship, Silk Road Arc, arriving in Port Moresby and welcomed from the Chinese Embassy, China Dragon Dancers, PNG Defense Force Band, and Chinese and PNG community. The ship features 14 clinical departments and 7 auxiliary diagnostic units, capable of performing over 60 types of medical procedures, spanning general surgery, orthopedics, obstetrics and gynecology, ophthalmology, and more. It also carries an onboard helicopter, boosting its ability to respond quickly to medical emergencies.
Following the visits of the Peace Ark hospital ship in 2014 and 2018, the ship is staffed with approximately 100 medical personnel and equipped with 8 operating rooms, 300 beds, and a wide range of advanced medical facilities. She will provide free, high-quality medical services to the people of PNG. At the same time, the officers and soldiers of our two sides will jointly engage in a series of visits and exchange programs.
Public service and treatment will commence on Thursday the 9th till Saturday the 11th. Senior Captain for People's Liberation Army Navy of China, Fang Jinsong, shared his gratitude to be in the country to support.
和谐使命系列任务以来，和平方舟医院船曾2次到访过巴新，这次是中国海军医院船第3次到访。
Patients have been asked to bring identification documents or complete an identity information card before boarding. The arrival of the medical ship will ease burden from hospitals and clinics in the capital district. Furthermore, Chinese ambassador to PNG, Yang Xiaoguang, said China is a major trading partner of over 150 countries and regions and has contributed around 30% to global economic growth for many years. He said last month China released the outline of its 15th five-year plan for national economic and social development, which sets out an ambitious blueprint for China's comprehensive development over the next 5 years. That will bring more opportunities to all countries around the world, including PNG. Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority has reached a milestone by printing its first official check and completing its first electronic funds transfer using the Integrated Financial Management System.
The IMF system is a centralized government system introduced across Papua New Guinea to improve transparency, accountability, and efficiency in public financial management. Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority Chief Executive Officer Dr. Joseph Birisi said that although SHPHA is among the last provincial health authorities to adopt IFMS, its rollout was carefully planned. He said the authority prepared office space, installed equipment, trained staff, and developed a chart of accounts aligned with the national health priorities, focusing on primary health care before implementation.
We are last, but at least now we have the privilege of having all our chart of account in place, as well as going into EFT as well. So that's a big achievement for us. That's something that we can be proud of. And I want to say thank you to all my team members here. Now even we can raise our own warrants and CFC. We have been getting from the Department of Finance. Now we are going to produce it ourselves right here. Put our own budget in there.
The Department of Finance and the National Department of Health supported the implementation. The team was led by William Maihua and Martina Suve Hohora, who conducted a week of system installation and training. Executive Manager, Strategic Policy Division, Suve Hohora said that financial systems must support real health outcomes. She added that Southern Highlands Provincial Health Authority played an important role in developing a standardized chart of accounts. This framework will help ensure funds reach even the most remote community health facilities.
System is one thing. What's in the system is us. So trying to come up with that chart of accounts was like a challenge because we wanted to make sure that we are linking our monies to our outcome, health outcome, and most importantly, our national health plan indicators. So I want to thank you all for your contributions and congratulations.
The successful rollout is expected to contribute to nationwide improvements in financial management across provincial health authorities, strengthening primary health care services throughout Papua New Guinea. In the health sector, the system helps ensure funds are directly linked to health facilities, supports facility-based budgeting, and strengthens service delivery in line with national health goals. Rex Lita, TVWAN News.
And that ends the news segment. Later in sports, Pilums depart for New Zealand and Hunters regroup for Tigers clash.
Johnston with some room to move. Alex Johnston, he kicks it again. This should be a try. Alex Johnston's in.
It's an unstoppable rush. Taking that extra mile, pushing beyond the limit and making it happen. Fueling the passion for rugby and empowering the next generation. Feel the power.
Start your day by doing the 1, 2, 3 with Colgate. Wake up. Brush your teeth. And smile. Smile throughout your day with Colgate.
You sabitu also condom and wambla way where you can abrusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancy. Tingim, use him condom long right way. Stop safe na look out him you yet. Use him condom all get a time. Suppose you know save long HIV status long partner blog you or suppose you got plenty partner. Use him condom good all get a time. Long haborusim seek HIV, STI na unplanned pregnancies. Use him condom banisim you yet na future blog you. This platok save ikam long National AIDS Council Secretariat.
Always on WhatsApp? Then this is your style of banking with TISA. Check your account balance or even chat with a TISA bank agent. Get started today by following these simple steps. 1. Save TISA Bank's official WhatsApp number in your phone. 2. Open WhatsApp and send a simple hi. 3. Follow the menu to start banking. It's that easy. TISA Bank. Banking on change.
You promised we'll grow old together, remember? That's exactly the reason why we bought our houses close to each other.
Marvy, Elvie, Bola, thank you.
Sport is a lot more than just a game.
It's about mana, the spiritual power within us all.
Le Malo Sianga, from our people, our strength, and the heart of the Pacific.
It's driven by custom, our connection to culture, and bringing people together.
And Matavu Vale, where every player stands tall for themselves and their community.
And it's about sharing those incredible stories.
Join us every week
for all the sporting action from across the Pacific.
Your Pacific sporting journey starts here.
I'm so glad you're awake again. The country wouldn't be the same without you.
How are the rest of my friends?
Welcome back. The PNG Billums left for New Zealand today for an important match that will decide their qualification for the 2027 FIFA Women's World Cup. The team is led by Captain Ramona Padillo, who is confident after 3 weeks of strong preparation. Padillo believes they can deliver good results for the country.
Representing Papua New Guinea, the national women's team, Billums head to New Zealand to qualify for the FIFA Women's World Cup 2027. After finishing at the top in their previous matches during the OFC qualifiers, the team remains unchanged and is optimistic to take on their semi-final match after 3 weeks of preparation. The team believes it can deliver good results for the country. Captain Ramona Padio expresses her confidence in the team.
Different provinces, na different clubs, but pride mi plalo play lo, country plan plaso, mi plagata kampung na preparation mi plan go, alright. Ogata girls mi plago stop break na combat, isla tempo blo training na oga something I'm go away na like him blo, coach plan mi plaso. Yeah, mi pla look forward to go sa semi-finals lo pla. Different provinces na different clubs, but pride mi plalo play lo, country plan plaso, mi plagata kampung na preparation mi plan go, alright. Ogata girls mi plago stop break na combat, isla tempo blo training na oga something I'm go away na like him blo, coach blo mi plaso. Yeah, mi pla look forward to go sa semi-finals lo pla.
PNT Bilums will play against American Samoa at 10 a.m. PNT time on Sunday, 12 April 2026, while New Zealand will face Fiji at 2 p.m. in PNT time. Both matches are knockout games. Winners advance to the next stage. The two winning teams will meet in the round 3 final. The winning team will seal its place in FIFA Women's World Cup 2027 in Brazil. The loser in the final gets a second chance to qualify through the Intercontinental Playoffs later this year. Michael Tamtipais, TVWAN Sports.
Digicel PNG has continued its long-standing sponsorship for the country's premier rugby league competition, Digicel ExxonMobil Cup, for further 3 years. The 3-year extension as the co-sponsor from 2026 to 2028 was announced today. The PNG National Rugby League competition has long been the mainstay in showcasing PNG's rugby league talents to the rest of the country and the Pacific.
Digicel PNG Chief Executive Officer Tariq Bodiaf said this sponsorship extension reflects Digicel's ongoing commitment to supporting rugby league in Papua New Guinea and providing opportunities to rugby league talents from both men and women to pursue their careers.
At Digicel, youth are central to our purpose. We see sport, especially rugby league, as a powerful pathway for youth people, both on and off the field. Through these competitions, players learn discipline, teamwork, resilience, and leadership, values that shape stronger individuals and stronger communities.
Digicel PNG started sponsoring the competition in 2011. For over a decade, through Digicel sponsorship, the rugby league has grown into a well-established and supported national sport competition. Digicel's long-term support helps develop talents and strengthens local engagement, contributing to a lasting legacy for the sports and the nation.
Digicel, we believe that being better connected goes beyond technology. It's about connecting people, community, and opportunities. And there is no stronger connector in Papua New Guinea than rugby league.
The PNG National Rugby League competition and National Rugby Football League praised Digicel for being instrumental in the evolution of the national competition. Digicel's continued investment since 2011 has allowed the competition to grow for a modest 8-team competition into a strong 12-team competition that now represents the very best of rugby league in Papua New Guinea. This renewed partnership ensures that the league continues to provide a professional platform for players and the pathway clubs while strengthening the competition's impact across the country. Rex Litter, TVWAN Sports.
The Papua New Guinea National Rugby League competition has thanked Digicel PNG for its continued commitment to the growth of rugby league through the renewal of its co-naming rights sponsorship of the Digicel ExxonMobil Cup for a further 3 years, from 2026 to 2028.
Digicel was the naming rights sponsor of the competition since 2011, playing a big role in transforming the national competition into one of the most competitive and semi-professional run sporting leagues in the Pacific. In 2023, Digicel continued its support by allowing ExxonMobil to come on board as a core naming rights sponsor and continued sponsorship. Since the start of sponsorship, the competition has grown, expanding from 8 to 12 teams. This reflected increased participation, stronger provincial representation, and the rising standard of rugby league across the country. PNG National Rugby League Competition Chairman Adrian Chow acknowledged Digicel's long-standing contribution to the game.
Of course, Digicel has partnered with us since 2011 as sole naming rights sponsor up to 2022 and as co-naming rights sponsor with ExxonMobil in the last 3 years. Through the recording and the broadcasting of our games, we've been able to use the technology over the last few years as well to be able to use bunker review to make our game better from an officiating point of view. We are always looking for ways to improve our game.
The partnership has also elevated the visibility of the competition through consistent broadcast coverage on Digicel PNG-owned television service Digicel TV, providing a national platform for homegrown talent to showcase their skills and inspiring the next generation of players. PNG Rugby Football League Chief Executive Officer Stanley Hundina highlighted the impact of the partnership on the sport's development.
So we have a true vision at PNG RFL, better people, better sport, better nation. And in Digicel we say we are better together, and we are better connected. That's what it means. That's what a partnership is all about, building a better community. If not Digicel ExxonMobil Cup, Garo Varo wouldn't be in the UK today. It is that pathway. It is that opportunity that it gives to our young men and women. Something for them to aspire to, something for them to wanting to do. And as a result, they become better citizens, better people.
As the governing body, PNG Rugby Football League is committed to building a sustainable and inclusive game, and partnerships like these are critical to achieving that vision. The renewal of Digicel's sponsorship reinforces confidence in the continued growth of Digicel ExxonMobil Cup competition and its role as a key driver of rugby league development in Papua New Guinea. As the 2026 season gets underway, PNG National Rugby League competition looks forward to building on this strong foundation and delivering another exciting year of competition for the fans across the nation. Susan Oreape, TVWAN Sports.
The SP-PNG Hunters will be looking to turn their fortunes around this Sunday as they face the informed Brisbane Tigers in Round 5 of the 2026 QRL Host Plus Cup season at Totally Work Stadium, Brisbane. After suffering 4 losses, coach Paul Ayton is positive following the Easter break that the team has regrouped and is ready to tackle this weekend's challenge.
Back at training this week, coach Paul Ayton highlighted the team's main focus on reducing their error count and maintaining better ball control, which played a significant role in their recent defeat to the Redcliffe Dolphins in Round 4. After the Easter break, Ayton is confident that the players have returned with renewed energy after spending time with their families and have been ramping up their training, including additional scrimmages to improve their performance in critical match situations.
It's been a big issue for us, and we've just been trying to get the boys. It's all mindset for us. It's all mindset. We can do it. The boys have the skill. It's just the mindset under a bit of pressure. That's where we're lacking at the moment.
Beefing up the team is the return of 2 key players, Kosa Banti and Joshua Mire, who have been medically cleared to take the field this weekend.
They were just cleared Saturday. They were just cleared to return to play. So, look, for those returning guys, we understand there's going to be a bit of sore wind. There's going to be a bit of fatigue there, but I think we need to get them in there as soon as possible, because Dem Cup doesn't offer the same intensity as Host Plus Cup.
Looking ahead to the clash with the Tigers, Ayton acknowledged the unique challenge posed by the team, which includes 4 former PNG Hunters players. He specifically mentioned Judah Rimbu, who is particularly eager for the match.
4 boys are there. I think Jude will be the one we'll be playing against, and spoke with his coach last week. I was at a coaching conference, so I spoke with him and he said Jude is really up for the game, so we're looking forward to it as well.
With the return of key players and a renewed focus on team strategy, the Hunters will aim to secure their second win against a formidable Brisbane Tigers pack. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
The ANB Academy team faced some challenges with travel and weather, but still managed to make it to Port Moresby for the 2026 PNG RFL Academy Tournament. The team representing the NGI region originally scheduled to travel over on Sunday. Unfortunately, flight had to be rescheduled to Monday after temporary closure of the Tokua runway due to floodings.
The ENB Academy had to endure a long flight to Port Moresby via Keviang on game day, Monday. Despite a very short turnaround time, they had their first hit-out against a fresh NCT side, but still put on a gallant effort only to go down by 2 points, 6-8 at full time. Backing up again on Tuesday to face a flamboyant Gulf outfit, and with little recovery time, unfortunately, the fatigue factor took its toll on the body, committing too many errors and eventually going down 22-6. Coach George Tobata praised the team's efforts and lessons learned from the experience.
Really proud of the effort after this 22 weeks of program. I know we faced some challenge along our program, but this came out very strong days yesterday and today. Especially yesterday we flew out from the airport straight to the field, but we managed to be competitive with the other centers.
Tobata praised his boys for playing their hearts out despite the lack of rest and recovery after the long flight from Tokua.
We retained 5 from last year, but the rest newcomers to this program, but they have learned what throughout after 22 weeks of program. We got 3 or 4 boys that stood out during the last 2 games. We got young Ezekiel Isaiah, who plays prop, and we got the other 2 players who play centers, Michael Bernard and Gregory Simon. Really have a bright future. Hopefully they can carry on with this type of game and work hard during training so they can be better.
Eastern Britain half and captain Ivan Benroy was one of the returning players from last year's team, said the new boys will learn from this experience as they continue to develop their game. The team will look to end their pool matches on a positive note against Central today. Terry Longwood, TV1 Sports.
And that ends the sports segment. We'll now have the weather forecast. Regional forecast. Southern, Port Moresby and Daru, partly cloudy to cloudy periods. Alotau, cloudy periods with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Momase, Lay, partly cloudy periods. Vanimo, cloudy with rain showers, rain and possible thunderstorms. New Guinea Islands, Kokoporo, Baul and Buka, cloudy with rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kimbe, cloudy with rain showers. And Highlands region, Mendi, Tari and Wabeg, cloudy period with heavy showers, rain and possible thunderstorms. Ocean forecast, Coral Sea, seas light to moderate with rough to very rough over the eastern sectors, with southeast to southwest winds of 10 to 25 knots, reaching 30 to 46 knots along the eastern sector. Solomon Sea, seas moderate to rough to very rough over the east, southeast and southern sectors, with southwest tending clockwise winds of 20 to 30 knots, gusting with tropical cyclone gale force winds of 45 to 80 knots over the east and southern sectors. Bismarck Sea, seas very rough with high seas with northwest to westerly winds of 25 to 33 knots, reaching 34 to 47 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas rough to very rough with northwest to westerly winds of 25 to 33 knots, reaching 34 to 47 knots. And coastal waters forecast: waters of Samaria Island to Cape Vogel and all Milne Bay Islands, seas 2.5 to 3 meters, rising to 4 meters over Milne Bay Islands. And waters of Madang to Wewak, Vanimo, northern PNG Indonesian border, seas 2.5 to 3 meters, rising to 4 meters at times. And that ends the news tonight. Thanks for your company. Good night.
The TVWAN News was proudly brought to you by